Yeah, he did, and as we get healthier, we've got to get him playing more, and he's going to get that opportunity down there. I think he's an NHL player that just needs a little more time to grow his game, and I think it won't be long before he's back and working hard to be a full-time player.
Sometimes you send a player down and gets hungry or next time up.
Well, it's the league everybody desires to be in. Once you've spent some time here, I think that desire goes up even more because it's it's the NHL. You're treated a little bit different as far as flying and eating and all that other stuff than you do in the minors, and I'm sure he'd like to be here.
Do you see him as a fourth-line player?
I think that he's a big body, physical, and I think he's going to have to work on some puck protection skills and obviously some finishing because we need that from third and fourth line players. So he'll dictate where he goes in the lineup as time goes on.
What kind of reports are you getting on Cassie and the season arriving?
I'm sorry?
What reports are you getting on Cassie?
Well, they haven't played very many games. It's that new schedule down there that they don't play as much. So Zach has played well when he's played. His practice habits have been good, and that's basically the reports that I'm getting on him. And when we believe he's ready, when he thinks he's ready, and the opportunity presents itself, there's a chance we'll look at him.
Specific to tonight's game, and I apologize if you addressed this yesterday during your show, but just the thought of the matchup against Tampa Bay, the challenges they'll provide for your group.
Well, they went to the Stanley Cup Finals about 6 months ago, so they're that good. They have a group of forwards that have played together for a while, and I think of that line they call the triplets that haven't been healthy and haven't been together, but they are now, and they're starting to find their game. So that presents speed, quickness, skill problems. And then obviously Stamkos, whether he's in the middle or on the wing, he's dangerous in any of those spots, and his ability to shoot. Their D are quite active all over the rink, not only on the entries, but in the offensive zone, they roam around pretty good. So, and then their goaltender, incredible size, but his ability to handle and move the puck on any type of weak or careless dumps, he often plays like a third defenseman. So there's a lot of challenges there for us.
Todd, I wanted to ask you about Brad Hunt. What have you seen since his call-up? He came up, the last time he came up, he looks like he's a bit more seasoned than he was.
I think that's fair. I wasn't around the last time he came up, so it's hard for me to compare the two, but he looks confident. He's moving pucks. His size hasn't been a major factor or a liability in many of the games. He has a willingness to shoot, but more has to get through to the net. Too many are blocked and picked off or deflected. He's got a tremendous shot, and he's willing to use it. Just got to get there a little bit more, but we're comfortable playing him right now. Where it will go from here, I don't know, but he's been a good player for us.
When it comes to smaller defensemen like him, there are guys that have made, that have succeeded in the league. It's just a matter of body positioning when those guys have to.
You have to understand what your assets are. Dan Boyle, for all those years in San Jose, wasn't a real big man, and the people in Tampa that are here will remember him as well. But he had real good positioning. He was a competitive guy, took a lot of pride in defending well. And then when he went on offense, he had those skills. So I'm not saying that Brad is Dan Boyle, but he has to understand what and how to use what he's been given. And so far, so good.
Todd, John Cooper's on your staff for the World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
How well do you know him? What's your impressions and your exposure to him?
I actually have known Coop for a long time. It goes back to some of my call-up days when I was playing in New York. He was a student at Hofstra, and old Notre Dame guy, Brad Lauer, was from Notre Dame. There's a big connection there, so there were nights where we'd go and have a little bit of fun, and Coop was around, so it goes all the way back to there, but it wasn't a pick up the phone and call him every 3 weeks type relationship. We knew each other from then, and Kelly Chase hired him in St. Louis to coach his junior team. Chaser and I are very good friends, so I've known the path that Coop has been on, and obviously have a real good relationship with Steve as well. So there has always been some ties to people around Coop that have promoted him as a coach, and and believed in the way he does things. So I'm looking forward to working with him and the rest of the staff in that tournament.
Ted Purcell he had his best season with Steven Stamkos. He's close, on pace to get near that, playing with the two guys he's playing right now. What are you seeing from him as a complementary player with those two guys?
Teddy's a smart player. We would talk about using what you have. Teddy knows he's not the quickest guy in the league, but he's smart. He positions himself well. He arrives on time. He's got a sneaky shot. Has the ability to slow things down and create off of that. You can tell he's played with good players in the past, and he's taking advantage of it again.
When he played with Stamkos, he often would look to pass probably more than he should have. Have you had to push him to shoot more?
No, he's been pretty good that way. Coaches are always pushing players to shoot more. Like, shoot more. Shoot before cute is a term that we use a little bit around here. So I'm sure we've barked at Teddy a number of times to shoot the puck, but it's not a ingrained habit of his not to shoot. He's willing to unload the puck.
Darnell Nurse, we don't know much about him. Our first look at the Oilers, what kind of season is he at?
Well, he would probably tell you he had a disappointing one to begin with by going down to the American League, but I think it was healthy for him to do that. Since he's been back, he's continually improved. He's been able to take more minutes on, played in a lot of different situations. Maybe playing too much even at certain times, but we've been able to spot him properly lately, and I just think he's going to be a tremendous defenseman. By the time he's 23, 24 years old, he's going to be a real solid, everyday 25 to 30 minute defenseman.
What do you know about Jonathan Drouin?
What do I know about Jonathan Drouin?
Like if he was playing, would he be a consideration for your under 24?
I haven't seen Jonathan enough to make that assessment or comment. That would be a great question for the scouts that are out there. I know he's a tremendous player.
Can you comment? Can you just comment on Cam Talbot's play as well?
Strong, confident. If you could take probably 90 seconds out of his play from Boston through now, he'd probably be really happy, and we would be too. So he continually puts the pads on and gives us a chance to win. So we're happy with him.